Hello students, this is Alisha, your mathematics teacher, and we are going to continue with our geometry chapter with part 5. So we have almost studied about all the solids and shapes from this chapter, and also in detail information about this chapter of these solids, that are the faces, the edges and the vertices of these solids and shapes. So now we are going to continue with our exercise 7a. The first question is give one word answer. So the first is a solid which has three faces. So basically we have to identify the solids here according to the statements given to us. So the first statement is a solid which has three faces. So now let's go back and see which types of solids we have studied and which solid from them has three faces. So if we take this solid, that is a cylindrical shaped solid, you can see it has three faces as given here. Flat face, curved face, and again a flat face at the bottom. So therefore the answer to this is a solid which has three faces is a cylinder. So what you have to always do is go back, check and see in the different solids where we have seen that there are three faces, and that will be the answer to your question. So here the answer to your question is a cylinder, because cylinder has three faces, two flat faces and one curved face. Now let's move on to the next statement. A solid which has one face. Now we have to identify the solid which only has one face. Again, go back and check which solid has one face. So here if you see a sphere that is in round in shape or circle has a one face, that is a curved face. You can see in the picture here it has only a single face. So the answer is a solid which has one face is a sphere. Let's move on to the third statement, a solid which has one edge. Now we have studied faces, edges and vertices. So here we have to see a solid which has one edge. So if you see here, there is a cone. A cone has one vertex and one edge. The edge here is highlighted brown in color. So that is the edge of the cone. So only a cone has one edge. So the answer is a cone. Your homework for this question is D and E. You have to solve it in your textbook itself. Now the next question asks us, take the correct shape as shown. So there are a few shapes shown here in the picture. You have to select from the two options which is the correct shape given. So the first one is a Coca-Cola tin. You can see the tin is cylindrical in shape. So therefore, the first answer is cylinder, because it is cylindrical in shape. Moving on to the next one, the B question here is a dice. Now, there are two options given, a cube and a cuboid. Keep in mind, cube is always a shape in square. It is a 3D shape of a square, whereas a cuboid is a 3D shape of a rectangle. So dice is a shaped in square, but it is a 3D shape. So square, what I said is a cube. So therefore the answer is cube. C, there is a box. You can see it is rectangular in shape, and rectangular in shape I said is a 3D known as cuboid. So the answer is cuboid here. Moving to the fourth one, we have the globe of the earth. So you can see it is round in shape, and round in shape the 3D is sphere. So the answer here is sphere. So the first one is cylinder, next is cube, third is cuboid, and fourth is sphere. Homework sum is E and F. You have to identify which shape it is or which solid it is, and you have to take the correct answer in the textbook itself. Now the third one is, name any three objects which have flat face. Now I have given many options here which have flat face. You can select any three objects and you can write it in the textbook besides this question. So the flat face is which has a flat surface or a plate surface. So the first one is a blackboard. It has a flat surface. A book, when it is kept flat, it has a flat surface. A tabletop, the top of the table where you keep things, that is also a flat surface. A tiffin, and also a dice. If you see one side of the dice, it has a flat or a plain surface. So the answer is blackboard, book, tabletop, tiffin, dice, or you can write any other objects that you can identify which has a flat surface. Fourth one is name any three objects which have curved surface. So curved surface, always remember, has to be a sphere, or it could be also a cylindrical shape. But here we are doing in terms of spheres. So first one is the ball, apple, orange, or also a globe. It has a curved surface. So you can write any three objects from these, or you can write any on your own as well. And the next one is name any three objects which have both flat and curved surface. So here we have to remember both flat also and curved also. So the first is a battery here. This is the curved part of it, and the vertical side is the flat surface. Next is a cone again. The cone has a curved surface here at the bottom and a flat surface here in the vertical line. Next is a pencil. Again, pencil is always curved surface. It is round in shape and it has a flat surface when you hold it straight. And next is a Coca-Cola tin. So this is also, it has a curved surface and a flat surface. So these are the examples of flat and curved surfaces both. So you can write any three objects from these. Next, we'll continue with the further information on the geometry chapter in our next video. Thank you.